Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you new features, improved features, and other things you might not have known about iOS 11. So first off, with the App Store, they have a Today section where it shows you different articles you can read about apps. It also shows you some apps that you might like, app of the day, game of the day, things for previous days that you might have missed. Here are the games, which lets you get lots of games. Here's an AR game, but it costs money. And here's some more. Flatpak, a pool game, AR runner. AR Dragon. And when you install apps, then this part at the bottom pops up and then you hit install. It won't show as good in AR, or maybe not even fully in AR, because this is not an iPhone 8. I'm doing this on an iPhone 5S. So it might not work. It might only work with the iPhone 8. Because I know with Android it works anyways, but this might not. And then here's new games. Top paid games. Top free games. The top categories. In-app purchases. Games that you'll like. And now we're gonna check out the apps. Here are the apps, and it gives you highlights, something you can do that's new, Apple Watch, new update, featured, and featured right now is on the iPhone 8. SkyGuide VR AR, which was at the Apple keynote when they were demonstrating the iPhone 8 and its AR capabilities. And it says it's actually available for Apple Watch. Magic Plan. Which lets you plan out where your house is, and you can add furniture. And then you'll be able to like view it in 3D, walk around your house and see where things would be and if you like them in that place. There's this, which probably just is like a virtual ruler. yeah, measure anything. Yeah, it'll let you measure anything with AR, so you won't have to pull out a ruler or a tape measure ever again. And right now it's on a sale, so it's completely free. I'm just gonna get it now, even though it won't work with my device. If I get the iPhone 8, then I'll have it for free. But it's only available for free to people that got iOS 11 early. Oh, and it won't even let me download it. Never mind. But Housecraft is an AR toy box for your home. That's what it says. And it says it lets you plan your future home with your phone. See where to put furniture at and everything, and how big it would be. And IKEA also has it for their store. And then there's a Thomas app, which lets you customize the train set and bring it to life with augmented reality. There's also Anatomy, for if you're studying anatomy or something, so you can see all about the human body. And injuries, diseases, and pathologies. But it also says the apps that they like. Top paid, top free, and then top categories for everything. So there's a top category in kids, top category in photo and video, and it says new apps, things you can get again, things that are new updates, things to watch, new features, and then apps that they like, games, and other topics in that category. And then it also says in-app purchases, Hey Siri, and then apps for Apple Watch, stickers, the updates that are good, and more. And then there's search, which just lets you search the App Store. To swipe out of an app, it's easy, you just double click the home button like always, but you swipe it normally, but it comes in from the left and it moves its way onto the screen, and that's different. They also have different icons. The Maps app has a different icon, the App Store has a different icon, so does the iTunes Store, and the contacts, and there's a new app called Files. which lets you view your files. And there is now the Do Not Disturb While Driving on Apple Maps, so you can check that and turn it on in the settings so that no one can text you while you're driving, but you can choose to send out an automatic text saying, "Can't text right now, I'm driving." And with Apple Pay, you can now send people money. Like if someone said that, like if one of your friends said they need money for lunch, or you have to give someone something for a birthday present, but if you live far away, then you can just send them money through text on Apple Pay. And news is also different a little bit. Everything's bolder and the heading's bigger. But yeah, the heading is a lot bigger than it was before. And then there's Spotlight, which is also new. But it won't load right now. If you swipe up, there will be the control center, and there's things like flashlight, timer, calculator, and the camera. And then you can also adjust the brightness just by sliding your finger up and down on this part, and you can adjust the sound. You can also turn on or off Bluetooth, and turn on or off airplane mode. And you can also put in screen rotation lock, do not disturb, screen mirroring, and play your music from here. And then if you swipe down, it's the notification center, which they have made different. You now swipe down and then it takes you here where you can, it's just your lock screen pretty much. Here's Spotlight, which just shows you the things that Apple thinks are most important, what you would want to see most. You can also customize the control center. What you originally get is you get flashlight, timer, calculator, and camera. All you have to do to add something is you just tap the plus where it is, and it'll add it under the control center. So there's accessibility, shortcuts, alarm, Apple TV remote, do not disturb while driving, guided access, where it'll keep someone in an app. So if you hand your phone to a friend, and then because they say that they want to text their friend something real quick, like to pick them up from somewhere, then you could triple click the home button or just scroll up from the control center and tap guided access. Then they'll be locked into that part of the app. You can even circle the back button so that they can't go back and into your other contacts. And magnifier, notes, stopwatch, text size, voice memos, and wallet. And that's how you can customize the control center. If you press the sleep wake button 5 times, you will activate the emergency mode, which lets you activate emergency SOS, and that disables Touch ID and Face ID, so no one can force you to unlock your phone. It also lets you call 911 and access medical information from the screen. And if someone, like if you're at a friend's house and their password is too complicated, like if it's a ton of letters and numbers, then it'll notice that you're trying to log on to the same Wi-Fi network as someone else, and if they have a iOS device, it'll pop up on their screen so that they can choose to share the password or not. And there's also a new thing you can do with screenshots. So if I was to take a screenshot right now, it'll put it down here in the left corner, bottom, and it'll let you edit it. So I could crop it, I could draw on it, circle things. You can have different color. You can make it bolder. You can also erase what's on it, and even a lasso, which just lets you circle it, and then it'll let you move it around to wherever you want. And you can also add text, add speech bubble, and then you could put text in it. You can have it filled in, you can make it thinner, you can make it thicker. You can duplicate it, you can magnify parts. You can add signature. Although it's hard to do it on a phone. And that's how you can edit your screenshots right away. And you can even undo the things that you have done to it. to or redo things. And then once you click done, you can choose to either delete the screenshot or save it to photos instantly. And you can now also scan QR codes directly from the camera app. So I could pull up a QR code right here. And then you just will scan it with camera. So you pull up the camera app. It'll notice it. And then it'll let you open it up. And this one took me to my YouTube channel. So the camera app works with QR codes now, so you no longer need a QR code app. And there is also is also available on iPad, and it has some more features. Like, it's supposed to be better for the dual screen mode, and if you have an iPhone 6 or higher, then the 3D touch options are more complex. There's more things you can do with it without going into settings. And Siri is a lot better. She actually responds more like a human. Her voice sounds more normal, so it doesn't seem like you're talking to just a computer. In Notes, it also lets you add a table now. So you can type whatever you want in the table. I was trying to get to search the emojis, but it didn't work that time. But you can type whatever you want to in the table, and You can also add the bullet points. And now you can also scan documents. So I'm going to get a document to scan. And I'm just going to try to find one on the computer, see if it'll work with that. And here's a form that I found. So I'll just hit scan documents. And it knew exactly where it was, so that's good. So now I can choose to keep the scan. I can save it, and then I can go to the scan. And there's the scan it just took. So I can crop it, I can add filters to it, I can make it black and white or color or grayscale. But color will probably always work the best. Or even photo. Photo would probably work fine too. But now I'm going to click done. Then just save. And now there's a scanned document in this. So I can add another if I wanted to. But that's a good way just to scan documents. I'll see if I can find another. Here's another one I found. So I just would click add, scan documents. This one looks more HD, so it'll probably work better. But it notices it right away. Can click take picture. It'll process it and then it has it in there. So I can go to it. I'll just hit save, and then there's the document that I just scanned on my computer. So the scanning works really good, better than I thought it would. But yeah, I think iOS 11 is definitely worth with the upgrade. Definitely. It's a lot easier to use once you get the hang of it. And you can do a lot more with it than what you could with iOS 10 and below. And I really like that Siri is more helpful than she was before, and her being able to translate for you and being able to make the control center your own. And the do not disturb when you're driving is a good feature, because then not many people will be tempted to look at their phone while driving. And it's definitely worth the upgrade. But if you like how iOS 10 is right now and you don't really mind not having the extra features, then you can stay with that if you don't really want to find a way around iOS 11. Or you could even upgrade later. You don't have to upgrade right now. But I really like iOS 11. It's the best update Apple has had in a while. So if you like this video, please subscribe. Thank you for watching. Bye. Thank you guys for watching this video, and if you would like to see more, you can find some more right here. And if you would like to subscribe to my channel, you can click right here.